Barakathah Yahweh, Barakathah Yahweh Shah, Barakathah Yahweh, Barakathah Yahweh Shah, Barakathah Yahweh, Barakathah Yahweh Shah. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah and Bashem Ra HaKadosh. Double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And the sincere shalom goes to the elect Akim out here that's pushing his truth and all four corners in truth and sincerity. Actually, I'm going in on this topic because a lot of people in the world, meaning 2/3, they believe that we not slaves, you know. And I'm just going to make some small points to prove that we slaves, man. And I'm gonna start with Salah, yeah. I'm gonna just go into the word slavery. I'm gonna go into the word slave, Salakia. Bear with me, Satan messing with the connection a little bit. All right. This is the etymology online, and it goes to say slave is a noun. Is a person who is the chattel or property of another, you know, and basically Salakia, basically I'm going in on this topic for the my children's mother was telling me that she the company she works for, the job kind of pissing her off or whatever, and she's not a medical biller, but she basically do medical billing in a company that they deal with was hiring for medical billing or whatever, and you know, she submitted a resume to the company that she was dealing with. Basically, the company got back to her, told her resume was good, but they couldn't hire her because of the company that she worked for. That company and the company that she was trying to gain new employment with, they said is a contract where they can't hire their current employees. So isn't that according to this definition of slave? It says the person who is chattel or property of another. So basically, if you have you have employment and you can't get employment from another organization because of another company, because they say you have a contract, because you can't get, you know, because you have a Salakia, they have a contract where you can't hire employees from that same company. That's saying you're the property of them. And it's the same thing with it's contracts involved, you know, just like in the slave, in a beginning of slavery, well, not the beginning, but the beginning of slavery in America, when slaves were allowed to walk around to do certain odd jobs, they would have their slave papers showing who they belonged to, or they were branded, or what's the other thing that they had? It was right on the tip of my tongue. Oh man, I Lord willing, it'll get back on me. But yeah, everything had to do with a contract, some kind of paperwork, some kind of mark or something like that. You know, let people know that you somebody property. But you know, it goes on in the workforce. Slavery just going on all the way around. It's just like, I'm gonna give you another example with if people have a baby, when a woman gives birth, is as soon as you get finished in the hospital, maybe an hour or two later, they come around with paperwork stating who's the father, who's the mother, and the baby name and all that. That's what give you the birth certificate and things like that. But as well, if that wasn't an issue, I mean, if you wasn't a slave, why would that be an issue so much? You can do that at another time, but they don't want you to leave the hospital without that getting done. Why? Because that's letting you know that you property. You gotta be accounted for. That's the same way with the census. They keep a track on how many. Why they worry about the ethnicity and how many people here. To keep a track on you, because you a slave, man. Every so often, the tax master used to go around on a plantation counting up. That's how they keep track to see who escaped and who about to have a new baby, a baby on. I mean, just all kind of stuff. That's how you keep a head count on your cattle, for real, on your merchandise. That's the same way they do when you go on 7-Eleven and they got those people when they're taking inventory. They taking inventory on their property, man. And that's what that is. Like it's more other kind of ways proving that we slaves here in America. Just what you going to basically contracts, NFL contracts, basketball contracts, NBA contracts. Right at the present moment, you got the guy, what is his name? The guy played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He don't want to play there, but he got a contract signed. Even though they paying him $120 million, which don't mean nothing, because the same thing we was doing in slavery when I first started in America. You was working, you was doing a job, getting paid. You was getting paid by living, by getting food, by getting shelter, and clothing, man. I mean, they getting in on a little better level, but it can instantly get taken away from you. So as soon as you do something that's not light, it can be taken away from you, man. Just like I'm gonna give you another example with the guy Lil Wayne. He his so-called God-given talent or whatever. He was on a contract with the guy on Cash Money Records. His name was signed on the contract, and he he wouldn't allow him to put an album out, man. It's slavery, man. It's still slavery going on, man. How you going to stop somebody from doing something because of a contract, man? That's slavery. I mean, it's slavery, man. That's my little 2 cents about this topic. I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully, this video was edifying. Shalom.